Hello, welcome to an e-demo on the video settings of an Illustra Pro 5MP Fisheye camera. In order to configure our video settings, what I'm going to do first of all is just open up a web browser, and I'm going to navigate to the IP address of my camera, and I'm going to go ahead and log in as an admin user. And once I've logged in, I'm going to choose Setup from the top here, and then I'm going to choose Video from the menu on the left hand side. Once we're in the video menu, you'll see that there are a number of sub-menus there underneath video, and the first of those is called Streams. In this Streams menu is where we can configure each of the streams on our Illustra Pro 5MP Fisheye camera. This camera can have up to 5 streams depending on their configuration, and you can get more information on that from the user documentation. Okay, so let's go ahead and configure a stream. The first option here is image source, and if I pull down this drop down, you'll see there are a number of options in there. The first one is Fisheye, which is the image source which we have indicated on the right hand side there. So that's the full Fisheye 360 degree image. We also have Ceiling Panorama, which is two 180 degree images on top of each other. And then we have Active Image 1 through Active Image 4. And those active images are a section of the view which has been flattened and enables virtual PTZ controls. I'm going to choose Fisheye here. And then I'm going to move down to the codec section. And in here we can choose either H.264 or we can choose JPEG as the codec from this stream. Moving down we have Resolution. And I can choose the resolution for this stream from that drop down, and that will vary depending on what the image source is. We also have this frame rate slider, which allows us to set the frame rate of the stream in IPS. And we have rate control, either variable or constant bitrate, and depending on what we select there will depend on the options below. And then we also have the VBR quality. Because I have variable bitrate set there, I can choose which quality I would like, from highest through lowest. And then finally we have this Enable Second Stream checkbox, which will enable a secondary stream from this primary stream. Once we're done then configuring the first stream, we can go ahead and configure all of the additional streams just by selecting the tabs along the top here. Okay, so the next sub-menu then is Camera, and it's in here where we can specify where this camera is mounted, either on a wall or on a ceiling. And we can also change the camera name by selecting the Camera Name tab. All I need to do is enter a name in this field here. And once I choose Apply, you'll see that the camera name changes in the upper right hand corner. Okay, so let's move on then to the Privacy Zones sub-menu. A privacy zone allows you to specify a region of your camera scene which you want to retain as private from your operators or users. We can configure up to 4 privacy zones on this camera, and those which are configured are listed on this Privacy Zones tab. You'll see right now I don't have any zones configured. I'm going to go ahead and choose the Add Zone tab there, and I'm going to add a privacy zone. First thing I need to do is just enter the name of it there. And I'm going to choose Done. Once I've done that, I can go ahead and draw the privacy zone on the camera scene. And you'll see a section of the scene is highlighted red there as I have drawn it. Once I have that drawing complete, I can choose the Add button here. And you'll see that that puts us back into the Privacy Zones tab. And you'll see we have that zone listed in the table here, and also on the camera scene on the right hand side we have a grey area indicating the zone. What we can also do is we can disable the zone just by checking this box here. And if I want to go ahead and remove the zone, I can choose this checkbox and then choose Delete and just confirm the deletion, and you'll see that that zone has been removed. Okay, so the next menu then is Picture Settings, and it's in here that we can configure some settings relating to the image itself from the camera. The first tab is called White Balance Mode. We can choose which mode we would like from the drop down here, either Auto Normal, Auto Wide or Manual. If I choose Manual there, I will also have some configuration options open up below. We also have the Picture Balance tab, which allows us to set the brightness, contrast and saturation of the image just using the sliders here. And you can see that the image on the right hand side live updates as I make those changes. We also have wide dynamic range, which I can enable or disable choosing this checkbox. If I have it enabled, I can also set the level using this slider here. We then have the flicker control option, and I can set either 50 Hz or 60 Hz using those two buttons there. And then finally we have the picture settings tab, and it's in here I can save the changes or I can restore those factory settings. Okay, so the next menu then is OSD, which means on-screen display. And there's two tabs in here. One is called name and one is called time. All I need to do is check the box here to enable the camera name to display on the image. If I uncheck it, it will be removed again. And the same for time. If I check the time box, you see that the time is displayed on the image, and if I uncheck it, it will be removed.